But we're going to kick it off with something that's on everyone's mind, especially when it comes to sales. And that is AI.
And so I feel like everybody's kind of intimidated by the idea of, yes, it would be great to use AI, but I don't want to pick up the phone and have some bot calling or, write some standard email that everybody can tell is AI. So I feel like everybody's kind of been staying away from it because it's a little bit intimidating. I feel like sometimes people will get on ChatGPT and, ask it a question. But for the most part, from what I'm hearing, most sales reps are kind of intimidated and don't even know where to start.
So when it comes to AI and the fact that you're learning right now, for the sales rep listening to this and saying, you know what, I don't really know this AI thing. I use it to do my emails, but not really beyond that. What areas of sales would you say you would advise them to really consider to start using AI? Like, where should they even start?
So I would say to get started, I would start using it to do time consuming tasks that if you can save yourself even a couple hours a week, then you can use that time to prospect. And of course, we all know the more time we spend prospecting, the more sales we're going to get in our funnel, the more deals we're going to get in our funnel, the more deals we're going to close. And of course, the more money we'll make. So some of the ways that I think that sales reps can use AI to be more efficient are, let's say, sometimes what happens is your boss comes to you and says, hey, I want you to create a target market analysis or an industry analysis or a 30, 60, 90-day plan, whatever it might be. And sales reps go back to their desk and they just kind of are looking at a blank page and they're starting from scratch and they're going, oh boy, this is going to take me a while. And it takes them 5 hours that pulled them out of the field, pulled them off their calls. So use AI for that. You're not going to be able to create a customized exact plan for your boss on using AI, but you can probably get 85% of it done and then tweak it and maybe do it in 30 minutes. It would have taken 5 hours. So that's one example. Another example would be, let's say you have a complicated proposal where a customer wants several different scenarios. And normally you would look at this complicated proposal and you would sit down and you would say, well, I know they're not going to want to read this. So I'm going to create a summary for them. I'm going to say option 1 is this, option 2 is this, option 3 is this, so that they can have a quick summary and they can use it to refer to internally when they're discussing it. That would maybe take you an hour to do that, to go through and really carefully parse out exactly what each proposal is saying, which each option is saying, and use AI instead. Upload that whole thing into AI and say, create me a summary of this and put 2 sentences in each bullet or whatever you want it to say. So that would be another option.
So for the person that's just listening to this and wants to start using this, let's go back to that first example, the proposal. It was an analysis, right? The analysis that your boss asked for. So you said upload the whole thing. Walk through us for that example. Walk through it step by step.